Hey guys, Anisa here, and today we're going to be talking about giving it the old college try. So 40% of people who set out to get a bachelor's degree drop out. I am one of those 40%. And as much as I'd like to say that I have zero regrets, that would be a lie, because I have a lot of them. And over the years, I tried to convince myself, oh, it was a waste of money, I was wasting my time, I didn't, need it. Look at all of these CEOs and all these famous people that dropped out that are successful. University is for chumps. And as much as I want to believe that that's true, I'm pretty sure I was lying to myself for a really long time. Not to say that you need university to be successful, but I am saying that dropping out of something that you've committed to, no matter what it is, doesn't exactly spell success. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are going to be saying. You guys are going to be saying, what about Kanye West? What about Lady Gaga? Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of Harvard, Yale, Princeton University.
I'm gonna have to go with no on that. I am not a lizard.
Yes, there are a lot of people that have dropped out of university and have become successful. But all of those people, I would argue, had a lot of things going for them and knew what they wanted to do when they dropped out of university. I think what it boils down to is a lot of people get confused between I don't want to go to university anymore because I want to work even harder at something that I know is my dream and I want to accomplish, versus university is not really for me, I'm not getting the marks that I want, and it's probably better if I drop out. These are two very different things, and they come from two very different attitudes. I think that a lot of people drop out of university with this idea that their marks aren't fantastic and they deem it university is not for me. But the thing is, getting poor marks in university usually equates to you not working that hard. How do I know? Because I had not so great marks in university. Was it because I was dumb? Absolutely not. It was because I showed up to maybe 40% of my lectures, and I decided, like the idiot that I was, that university was not for me. And I dropped out convincing myself that I could be successful without it, which you can be successful without it, but it's a lot harder, especially when you have no fucking idea what you're doing in the real world. In my personal opinion, there is no such thing as a going nowhere degree. Even if your degree isn't going to directly translate into a job, it doesn't mean that that doesn't help you learn who you are and learn what your contribution to this world is. Just because you're getting a humanities degree doesn't mean that you aren't going to do something important later on, as long as you put in the effort and the work once you figure out what you want to do. I personally think university is a great place for people to network, figure out who they are, figure out work ethic, and figure out how to think critically. These are all things that are very hard to learn in life, and things that university just automatically bestows on you if you give it a chance. I was in university for 3 years, and it taught me an amazing amount of being able to see the world in a creative and different way and be able to question the things around me. Now, the thing that's really disappointing to me is I feel like I quit university not because I had better and greater things to do. I quit it because it was not for me, because I didn't want to put in the effort. And for whatever reason, in my dumb ape child brain, I was like, I would rather work 2 jobs than go to school. And to be honest, I took it for granted. That being said, if you are dropping out of university, if you have dropped out of university or whatever it is, that is not money wasted. I remember when I quit university, I was bawling and I basically said to my dad, I feel like I wasted a bunch of money. And my dad said, did you learn something? And I said, well, yeah, of course I did. And he said, well, then it wasn't money wasted, because at the end of the day, you're learning and nobody can take that from you. I think there's a famous dude that said that, but I don't know who it is off the top of my head, but yeah. A piece of paper, no matter how prestigious it is, isn't going to guarantee you a job ever. What's going to guarantee you a job is work ethic and really believing in yourself and getting up and trying again and again and again. It's just like anything else. Let's say you get an apprenticeship and you start in the trades and you become a plumber. Sure, you can choose to apply at businesses that are already around, make a couple of bucks, call in sick every once in a while and make, a measly whatever amount of money, or you could become a plumber, network, start your own business, and in years and years of hard work, make an empire and something that you're proud of. You can make a lot of money as a plumber, or you can make no money as a plumber, and I think that that translates pretty well into university. You can get a certificate in anything. But if you decide to not put in the work after university, you're not going to see success. You can quit university, but if you decide not to put in the work once you quit university, you are not going to see success. I think that it's not about the piece of paper that you get at the end of it. I think it's everything else that you get during it. And I feel like a failure because I chose to not complete something that I set out to do, and recently in the past couple of months, I've decided that I want to go back and finish my degree. Not because I want the piece of paper, but because I want everything else that goes with it. Because when I quit university, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I think that that was a huge mistake. If you are somebody who is in university and you're thinking of quitting because you don't want to put in the work, seriously think about what you're doing. If you're in university and you believe that you have potential for something else and you have a dream and you have a set path, don't let fear decide what you want. Don't continue with university because your parents tell you to. Go pursue that thing. Just make sure that you're working hard at it. If you cannot afford university, don't sweat it. There are a bunch of CEOs that couldn't afford university or didn't go and now own the brand names to Dr. Pepper. Yes, the CEO of a bunch of different soda labels started off as a Pepsi driver, believe it or not. But that's a lot of years and a lot of hard work. And it doesn't change if you're a university student or not. Life takes work, and that's something that I really learned once I quit university. Things do not fall into your lap. There are shortcuts that you can take that later on bite you in the ass, but again, it does not fall into your lap. It is hard work no matter what you're doing. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is preaching this idea that university is a joke and it's just stealing your money. I think that it's unfair. I think that university can steal your money if you choose not to take out of it what you can take out of it. If you choose not to use it as a stepping stone, absolutely it's taking your money and you shouldn't do it. That being said, if you value the opportunities that come from post-secondary and you value the feeling of completion and you value having a little bit of guidance and a kind of a transition period into adulthood, by all means, keep doing university, keep pushing on, because it does not hurt to have some sort of work ethic instilled into you. It's the same as somebody who goes into the army or anything else. It's like, yes, it sucks sometimes, and yes, it's hard, but at the end of the day, completing it makes you a better person. It's something that you can put under your belt and say, hey, I did this. I really wanted to talk about this for a while because it's something that has been really bothering me, and it's something that I have come to terms with that I want to finish for myself. So I guess this is also an announcement video that I will keep doing YouTube, but I am applying for universities again. I would like to finish my degree. I got my transcripts, so this is just something that's important for me. I hope that this helps some people in some way. It was kind of just me yelling at the camera, but yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time, whenever that is. But until then, peace.